Often a lot of the buildings that I love the most are the ones that you can sit within and you just feel a sense of calm and you feel like you can be amongst light, nature, connect to different elements within your environment without a struggle. Winter Architecture's philosophy has always been to create spaces for people that are quiet, but also luxurious in a very elegant way. Some of the most beautiful moments I find within a building are the subtle ones where things just line up, or the windows are positioned in just the right way so the breeze can come through and the curtains billow in a certain way and the light falls on the joinery through the battens, for example, and creates this lovely shadow. And it talks about an experience and an atmosphere that you can't just create. You have to really think hard about the way the sun moves and the way the materials are placed, and it does make you feel a certain way.
What I really enjoy about the design process is finding elegant solutions, breaking down complex problems, and challenging the status quo to find better ways to create and construct. We like to bring order to each space that we design. It brings with it a clarity, and in this clarity, a calmness to each and every space. Materiality is important to each one of our spaces. Each time you pull, push, rest on, and hold an element, it provides a tactility, an interaction that provokes a personal response to that space.
We attract a certain kind of client who's interested in that quiet, calm and cosy, introspective type of building that's based on solid materials that are hard weathering. But I think the key ingredient is it's all about the client and what they intend to use the space for and how they intend to have their lives living in these spaces. So that's the most important part for us.
I like having the challenge of the client's wants and needs, and then coming up with a design that one meets their needs but also brings new elements into their life in built form.
I think over the years, what I've enjoyed the most is seeing what a client comes to us with, their brief, their idea of what they want, and presenting to them things that they may never have imagined. I think that's a big difference when you engage an architect, is that they can create spaces for you that you might not have envisaged possible for yourself. And they help elevate you to a level of existence that you deserve.
For me, it's that revelation of realising the possibilities and finding out you've got a range of options that are possible. Even if people believe they have a strong idea, I'm not sure whether they know what they don't know. And so I'd say that would be one of the biggest sort of mistakes people unwittingly kind of make if they choose to sort of bypass an architect. It's been a wonderful collaborative experience in lots of ways. It just felt incredibly easy for me, and the process was methodical and enjoyable as well. It's a kind of a relationship with the space that is a bit like it develops naturally over time, and I think if you've made good decisions initially in the development and the briefing and resolution of the outcome, you continue to identify with it. It just keeps on keeping on. You get huge amount of nourishment.
Right at the start of the design process is the most intense and exciting part of a project. When you're interpreting the client's brief or intentions for the project, and also as a practice, trying to enliven all of those things into a really strong project that we're going to work on for the next couple of years. So I think that's the nexus of architecture, really, that early stage of the project. And when that works really well, it becomes so much more enjoyable to work on those projects for the next few years, and the buildings really benefit from that as well. I think for me, the ideal project comes from a client who is ready to challenge us in terms of the brief and in terms of the intricacies of the project that they're taking on, And I think that they're also ready to work with us and ready to trust us. And obviously that relationship that we build with them enables that to happen. But I think that's the platform for a good project.
At Winter Architecture, we offer a free initial consultation where we get to have a really simple conversation, open, frank conversation, to understand what it is that you're really working towards and how we can assist in that process. From that consultation, we then move into a two-step design process with you. The first being the vision package, the second being the realization phase. The vision package establishes the brief. It's the discovery process that defines the functional and aesthetic concept for your project. The realization phase is where we expand on that concept and bring the functional and material aspects into your project.
To know that you're working with us like a family, I think that's really important. There's a sort of consistency and accountability that you can trust, and that's the kind of service that we like to provide our clients with. Often people underestimate the value of good design, and I think that engaging an architect and a design team to manage your project means that you can just focus on what you do well and know that someone is looking out for you and getting a product ready for you that is completely special, unique, and tailored to your needs.